फ्रेंड्स, आज हम पढ़ेंगे ज्योमेट्रिक मीन के बारे में। सबसे पहले हम जानेंगे ज्योमेट्रिक मीन की डेफिनेशन। ज्योमेट्रिक मीन इज इक्वल टू प्रोडक्ट ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशंस पावर 1 अपॉन नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशंस। ये डेफिनेशन है ज्योमेट्रिक मीन की। Now we will study about individual observations और ungrouped data. Suppose करते हैं हमारे पास x1, x2 and up to xn observations हैं। ये total n observations हैं। Then geometric mean is equal to x1 multiply by x2 multiply by x3 and dash and up to multiply by xn power 1 by n. Which is equal to product of I is equal to 1 to n xi power 1 by n. Now we will know about discrete frequency distribution. Suppose करते हैं x1, x2, x3 and up to xk अलग अलग observations हैं जिनकी corresponding frequencies हैं f1, f2, f3 and up to fk. Then geometric mean is equal to x1 f1 multiply by x2 f2 multiply by dash and up to multiply by xk fk power 1 by n, which is equal to product of I is equal to 1 to k xi fi power 1 by n, where n is equal to summation of I is equal to 1 to k fi. Now we will know about continuous frequency distribution. Suppose करते हैं कि C1, C2 and up to Ck k class intervals हैं जिनकी corresponding frequencies हैं f1, f2 and up to fk. ये भी suppose करते हैं कि x1, x2 and up to xk क्लास इंटरवल्स की मिड वैल्यूज हैं। देन ज्योमेट्रिक मीन इज इक्वल टू x1 f1 मल्टीप्लाई बाय x2 f2 मल्टीप्लाई बाय डैश एंड अप टू xk fk पावर 1 बाय n, व्हिच इज इक्वल टू प्रोडक्ट ऑफ I इज इक्वल टू 1 टू k xi fi पावर 1 बाय n, वेयर n इज इक्वल टू समेशन ऑफ I इज इक्वल टू 1 टू k fi. अब हम जानेंगे ज्योमेट्रिक मीन की कुछ लिमिटेशंस के बारे में, कुछ रिस्ट्रिक्शंस के बारे में. द फर्स्ट लिमिटेशन इज द सीरियस ड्रॉबैक ऑफ ज्योमेट्रिक मीन इज दैट इट इज जीरो इफ एनी ऑफ द ऑब्जर्वेशंस इज जीरो. दिस इज बिकॉज द ज्योमेट्रिक मीन इज कैलकुलेटेड बाय मल्टीप्लाइंग ऑल द वैल्यूज इन द डाटा शीट टुगेदर एंड देन टेकिंग द nth root, where n is the number of observations. If any value is zero, the product becomes zero and the nth root of 0 is 0. Now the second limitation is it is not simple to understand and calculate. Geometric mean is not simple to understand and calculate. While the concept of geometric mean is relatively straightforward, that is finding the nth root of the product of n numbers, but calculating it can be more involved than the arithmetic mean, especially for longer data sets or when dealing with group data. It can also be harder to understand because it is less frequently used than the arithmetic mean and involves potentially unfamiliar operations like nth roots and logarithms. And the third drawback is it may be imaginary if some observations are negative. Therefore, it is calculated only for the data containing positive values. The geometric mean is not defined for data sets that include negative numbers. This limitation can make it less versatile than other means, which can handle negative values. Next limitation is geometric mean is not applicable to qualitative data. That is, non-numerical data such as categorical or qualitative variables cannot be subjected to these mathematical operations. The geometric mean requires a set of positive numbers. numbers to calculate the average growth ratio. next limitation is geometric mean cannot be determined graphically. That is, the geometric mean cannot be determined directly from a graph of the data. The geometric mean requires specific calculations involving multiplications and roots which are not directly represented on a typical graph. Geometric mean cannot be calculated if frequency distribution includes open and class. This is because the geometric mean relies on the product of all values in the distribution, and open and classes lack a defined upper or lower bound, making it impossible to determine a representative value for that class. Geometric mean cannot be an actual observation in the data. This is the last limitation we will study today. Geometric mean may not be an actual observation in the data. This is because the geometric mean is calculated by multiplying all the values in a data set and then taking the nth root, where n is the number of values. This process can result in a value that doesn't correspond to any of the original data points. Now we will learn an important result based on geometric mean. If x1, x2, dash dash and up to xn and y1, y2 and up to yn are two set of observations, then geometric mean of x upon y is given by geometric mean of x upon geometric mean of y. Thank you and have a nice day.